the master season for 2024 is a bit different, and there is kind of like, we can see the path and then the path is gone, right? After semifinals. What are your initial thoughts of that as a Masters athlete, especially because if you have the intention of being on the podium, that podium is in a place where we don't even know where it is right now. Does that affect you in any way right now?
It doesn't affect my training, but I just think, why is it so difficult? Why, after all these years, why are there so many changes? Why does there have to be so many changes? But I guess it's the same as a lot of things. There's always going to be changes. Nothing ever stays the same. But, I'm one of these people that doesn't deal that well with major change, right? It takes me a while to digest that and, really get to grips with it and think, okay, there's nothing I can do about this. I'm just going to have to let it go and then go with it. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, let's do this, right? So, but first of all, sometimes it's just the unsettling, it's unnervy. I like to know what's happening so that I can get my head around it from the get-go.
Right.
And there's just been so many changes within CrossFit over these last few years, not just with the Masters, but just with so many changes.
Overall.
And it's obviously a very difficult company to work for, with all the changes that are happening. But I just think that they need to let their community have some type of reassurance down the line that, it is going to be okay. We do have our sponsors in line. We do have a venue, whatever it might be, right? And right now, I don't see that with Masters at all. I think the ideology is that they want to invest, they want it to grow, but trying to get everybody else on board is the difficult part, because it's not, I can't imagine that it's the best kept secret in CrossFit right now that the Masters is going to be held here, or it's going to be, these are their sponsors, or this is how we're going to work it. I think there's a big difference between the ideology of it all and the reality of it. That's all I can think of, right? Because if they know where it's going to be, why are they keeping that a secret? If they know with the sponsors, if they know all the details like they know with all the other divisions now, why are they not letting Masters know? So I think it's because there's nothing to tell. They don't know themselves. It's not that there's this big secret. It's just that actually we don't know ourselves, and therefore we've got nothing to tell.
I mean, and regardless of where or when it's going to be, you're going. I mean, that's your intention.
I mean, just recently, I don't know if you saw this, that they spoke about the teens. Was it the teens? Yeah, the teens. That they're now where they're going to be.
Where's it going to be?
It's Michigan. I
for
think.
teams.
Teen.
Oh, teen division.
For the youth. It's like the younger ones. And that's now, that's all okay. But they've also told you when the date is going to be. And they've said it's going to be soon after the individuals. I haven't said exactly what it is, but they've said soon after the individuals.
Like range.
But just recently, with the adaptives, I don't know if you saw that, they said that that's not going to be until September.
For their version of the games. Wow, that's a big spread.
Massive.
Yeah.
Their season is super long.
Yeah.
So where are we going to be? I know that with the individuals, I think they've got other things to consider, like people's jobs, time off work, having annual leave over the summertime, childcare, or kids being back at school. I think they wanted it to be held just before the kids go back to school or university season starts, whatever it might be. So you'd think the same for Masters, right? Because, Masters are going to more than likely have family that they need to consider also.
This is one thing that's so interesting to me about the Masters level athletes, especially at the elite level, at the games level, is I think in particular among all the divisions, Masters athletes have probably the most going on. We have people that are well into their careers, people who have childcare to take care of, all these different responsibilities in life. Not to say that the other divisions don't, but I think in the Masters level, we're talking about 35 and older, those types of responsibilities, there's
involved so many other people, rather than just the individual.
So for a Masters athlete to be committed for an entire season, no matter what level you are, I think there must be a very, very strong drive to be able to achieve that. So for you, knowing that you're looking to go for your third CrossFit Games, how would you describe your particular drive and your why?
I don't think it changes for a Masters athlete as it does for anyone. you do what you do because you love it, you enjoy it, you get some satisfaction from it, you feel worthy, you feel happy, confident, all the emotions that come with doing something for yourself. And I don't think that's any different for any division, any athlete, to be fair. My why is I enjoy it, I love it. I'm always interested to see where this goes and to see how I can adapt and what I can do. Still holding on there.